Right, and welcome back to another Project Assemble with myself, Dwayne the Captain Coffer, and co-host Nate from Thwip Media. How you doing, my friend? I'm all good, my friend. Lovely jubbly. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Not rough couple of weeks. Kids been off, so just been hectic with the kids and that lot. But not too bad. Slowly getting over a cold as well. So it's been one of them weeks that lot. Oh dear. How you been up over Easter? Like, you all
Yeah,
been
I've been
good?
doing well. Just done my college program this week, so just kind of wrapping everything up there, and then after that, just summertime, I guess.
Very nice, very nice. That lot. Well, on this Project Assemble is our MCU villain tier list, which is going to be very interesting to see both of our takes on where these are going to
For
go.
sure.
To be honest, because this it's going to be very interesting. I've got some strong opinions on some of the villains, so it'll be interesting to see where we go from there. To be honest, my friend, that lot. But as always, what is the icebreaker for this episode?
So this one I kind of thought of not like a last minute one, but it was like it would tie very well into this, and it's what do you think is the most underrated villain in the MCU?
Oh,
Yeah.
underrated villain. Hmm. I don't know. The first one that comes to mind, but I think that's because how he sort of ended is Modoc. How he was just like imagined and how he looked, how his mannerisms were, I think were absolutely brilliant. How he got killed off and with Kang and all the messing stuff like that were really messy. But my first thought was Modoc. I absolutely loved Modoc. Can't lie. It was just done perfectly. It looked perfect. It just was just absolutely just brilliant. So yeah, my first thought off my head, which look by looks it
Yeah,
quite
I
surprising
was
then as well.
shocked by that. But yeah, Modoc was cool. Definitely not anywhere near who I was thinking of. For me, I'd have to say probably Mysterio.
Oh,
I
okay
know
then.
a lot
All
of
right.
people like he's a very divisive character in terms of like people like responding to him as a character. I think he is one of the best villains in the MCU. Like he won, he did his goal, he destroyed Spider-Man basically. And like Jake Gyllenhaal just kills it in the role. Like he's so good in that.
Yeah.
Um, and just yeah, just a really good villain. So that's who I'd have to pick.
I said the other one I was actually thinking of is
Yeah,
Baron Zemo. I didn't think he got enough praise. Like you said, he won in his what he was planning to do in that lot and getting rid of the Avengers, and he cut them in half basically in that lot and just
yep,
wrecked them sort of thing. So he's another one that's quite underrated for me in that lot, and I think he was used quite well in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well in that lot. I think he was used quite well in that sort of thing. So that was my second one, but yeah, I thought I'd surprise you with
yeah.
Modoc
I
there.
wish Zemo had a much bigger role in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like obviously he had a
Yeah.
key role in it, but I wish he was more of like a villain in it. Like being one of Captain America's greatest villains. I hope that they kind of go back to him in some way and make him like one of the true like
Yeah.
big threats for him. Um, but yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, those are two good ones.
I, with him as well, I'd say he might have something to do with that Brave New World
Yeah,
Captain
I hope
America
so.
one. I've got a feeling he's going to be something a part of that maybe. Not like I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, that was my thinking from. But anyway, yeah, we're getting sidetracked again as always. I'll hand it over to you, my
Sure.
friend. That
So
lot.
I've got my tier list here. I'll share my screen to I guess your stream as well. I've got my window here, so that's all set up. Let me just resize myself there, and hopefully this works. Okay. Alright, you should be able to have my screen here. Alright, do you see it?
There we are. Yeah, there we are. All good. Yeah,
Alright,
there we
so
are. All good.
This is just a very standard tier list. We've got our S, A, B, C, D, and F tiers. S is like the greatest of all time. A is kind of like amazing. B is good. C would be okay. D would be bad, and F would be like get out, like horrible.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
This list ranges from all of like the main villains. It's listed in a chronological order, so you have Red Skull first because that's the earliest in the MCU we see him, or any of the villains. So it's gonna go all the way up to the Marvels, and yeah, so that's what we've got. So did you want to start off with Red Skull?
Go on then. Myself. Oh, I don't know. I'd always like to put him up there. I'd always like to put him up there. He wasn't used as well as I'd like him. As well as I'd like him to have been the MCU in it. It was good. It was good in that first film, basically that lot. And then I liked him being the keeper for the Soulstone, was it? I think it was. Soulstone, was it? I think it was. Yeah, I liked him being that keeper. I liked him being that keeper, but I wanted more from him. So I'd have to just put it as good.
Yeah, I'd have to say he's like a typical villain role in the first Avenger. He's just like, let's destroy the world, you know? Like, let's conquer. In Infinity War, he's not really a villain. He's just kind of there. He's kind of observing.
Yeah.
And I think he was good for what he was in the first Avenger. But yeah, like you said, he could have done so much more and been a part of so much more in the movie. So I'm going to have to say maybe B.
Yeah, I'd take that. I'll put it in good and okay.
So we can like adjust it as we're going, but I'm going to put him there for now. Next, we've got Jan Rog from Captain Marvel.
Myself. Low. D for me because it just wasn't nothing special. I didn't wow the stage. It wasn't really threatening or menacing for me. Yeah, D. Yeah. I ain't really got much opinion on him because he just didn't really grab your attention and think something bad was going to happen. Yeah, D for me.
I'll have to say it's probably D for me as well. Like, Jude Law's good in the role. It's just he's not like one of the best they've had. Like he was okay. No. He was one of those twist villains because going into it you think it's Talos and the Skrulls, and then they pull that twist on you and it's him, and it's like it is what it is. But again, Captain Marvel's not my favorite MCU movie. Yeah, like you can see my tier list video on it, but yeah, I'd say D as well.
Yeah, it weren't no special.
All right, next we've got Obadiah Stane from Iron Man 1.
Now this I really liked. Even though it was like a one-off villain, I really did like him, to be honest. I think it was very commanding in the role, very menacing. You really thought he was going to win.
Yeah.
At the end of that Iron Man 1, where Tony's literally having to crawl across the bloody floor, out of his chest. So yeah, Obadiah Stane, I really did like as a villain. I'd have to say A, because I really did enjoy him, and being the first villain as well for MCU. I think they kicked it off perfectly, to be honest. So yeah, A for me. A for me.
I have to agree 100%. With you. Like, Jeff Bridges kills it. Like, he's a really good actor, and he's one of those like villains where it's like you kind of like there's something behind him, but it's not revealed until much later. And I think he does that so good, where he's playing the villain, but he's so calm about it, and he's so like contained. Like, he doesn't want to give away the secret to Tony that he's working with. Like, he arranged his capture and all that. Like, he was trying to overtake the company, and that was really cool.
I thought that was really clever as well.
Yeah.
Especially that little thing as well. Immobilised him like that. That was immobilised him. Damn, okay, that's some clever shit. That is.
So, like, he's one of the best they've had. it's a shame that he only appeared in one project. Well, I guess he had a cameo in Spider-Man Far From Home from like old footage, but it was really cool seeing his portrayal of the character, because I think if anyone else did it, he would be like such a forgettable villain. And I guess in a sense he is in the like, because he is the first one. He's not like a big name, but he's a really, really good villain.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, next we've got Justin Hammer from Iron Man 2.
See, I'm torn between Justin, because I did like him. I did enjoy him. I thought he was quite a just daft character, quite unique. Didn't really cause much of a threat. Wasn't really like bad negation sort of thing. So I don't know. It's a tough one for me. It's a tough one for me. With him not being so scary in a word, basically. I'd probably have to put him to C. It was good. It wasn't bad. It was middle of the road for me. And C.
For me, I'd have to say probably a low B. You want to go there, like an in between. Okay. So we'll put him under Red Skull. So we'll keep him towards the end of B, so it's kind of evened out. But I think he was good for what he was doing. Like, he's so charismatic in the role. Like, he's basically another Tony Stark, but he's obviously doing some shady things. But Sam Rockwell plays him so well. I really hope he comes back in Armor Wars. I think that would be the perfect way to bring him back, because you see him in when they were doing those one shots, it was like a 5-minute short that they made
was that the that weren't All Hail to the King. It was the other
All Hail to the King. Yeah,
it was that All Hail to the King one.
So when the real Mandarin breaks out Trevor, when he breaks Trevor out and Justin Hammer's in the same prison, we see him again. So I hope they bring him back. He said he wants to come back, so it would make sense if they bring him back in Armor Wars. So, but yeah, in Iron Man 2 is really good. Like, he's supplying Whiplash with all the weaponry he needs, and he's kind of undoing what Tony's kind of building up to set up with the World Expo and whatever. But I thought he was really good in it. But he's not better than Red Skull or Obadiah Stane. All right, next we've got Whiplash.
He, for me, very forgettable villain. It looked cool, especially when he was all souped up and he had like the super whips and everything. Look wise, absolutely looked amazing, that lot. But himself, again, I'd put him either C or D. It's not somebody that I'd go out to say, really good villain. Just gotta watch out for him. I was like, okay, it was all right. Very, very poor showing for me, I think, for him on. He was Iron Man 2, wasn't he? So very poor showing for me. Very poor showing for me. So
I'd have to agree with you. I'd probably go, I don't know, maybe above Jan Rog.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
He's one of those villains, again, like you said, he's forgettable. He does do what he wanted to do in a sense. He kind of gets to break Iron Man. He kind of puts him through that kind of trauma. But he's like, compared to everyone else, he's like really nothing. And
exactly, yeah. It's just, I think the coolest bit I remember him doing was the F1 race, where he slices that car in half and that lot. That was probably the coolest thing I can remember him doing. Other than that, the only other cool thing I could think of him doing is the M-Bot when he gets blown up, where you got War Machine the thing either side and it blows him up. That was the only other thing. That was the only other thing I could think of. Repping my Iron Man boy today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got Moon Knight for me, so.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, Whiplash he was there, he did it, and he was done. That's all we can say, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, we'll just leave him there. Next, we've got Abomination from the Incredible Hulk. Now, this
um,
would include, I guess, his portrayal in She-Hulk as well.
I was going to say, are we
I think so,
including
yeah,
that as
because
well?
the picture is from
Because,
Shang-Chi, so
yeah.
you can include Shang-Chi too.
Mm. With adding him later on in the other ones, he, for me, even though he wasn't bad in the other ones, for me it boosts him up. Now, originally, just for the original Iron Man, sorry, original Hulk, I'd have put him in F to D. It wasn't nothing special again. And what I didn't really like that original Hulk film, it was okay again, well, nothing special. But yeah, I'd put him in F to D. But his later portrayals of him, even though he's a bit more goofier and daft and everything like that, myself, I'd put him to medium C to higher D. Myself, because I think them other two portrayals of him helped him massively. Because it helped. I think it helped the Incredible Hulk film as well. To be honest, having him portrayed in them other ones as well. And that lot. So yeah, myself, yeah,
I'd
C
have
to
to
D.
say C, probably.
Mm.
He was okay in the Incredible Hulk. Like, he's just like the soldier that's trying to prove himself, and then he ends up turning into the monster. And then in Shang-Chi, he doesn't really do much. But in She-Hulk, he kind of gets redeemed a bit because he does get some kind of recognition back, because he was a really, like, even like Marvel Studios forgot about him. And then they remembered, oh yeah, She-Hulk, we can bring him back. So they did. I think he was
Yeah,
pretty good in She-Hulk.
yeah. I think it redeemed him sort of right, and it helped his character out loads and shit. Even though She-Hulk does get a lot of stick, I do think it helped him really doing that line. That's why it brings
Yeah.
him up for me.
But for me, I think, again, compared to everyone else, he's not anywhere near as good as the rest. In the end, all he really did was cause damage. He doesn't really do much to, like, impact Hulk.
No,
So I'm gonna have to put
no.
him in. Do you want to go a low C, high D?
Yeah, I'd
C.
say C. Good C for the time being, and then we can adjust him as and when,
All
sort
right.
of thing.
So next we've got Thunderbolt Ross.
Me, with the impact he's had on the whole MCU in all, I'd have to say A. I really would
Really?
that lot. The Sokovia, yeah, I'd say the Sokovia Accords, how he was portrayed in Hulk. It's just his overarching presence now. Like, I've always liked Thunderbolt Ross, and the more expectation I've got for him coming up, being played by Harrison
Yeah.
Ford as well, which I'm a bit gutted about that. I loved the original actor that played him, and it's a shame he
Yeah.
died, bless him. But I am looking forward to where else they could come with that lot. And yeah, for me, A for me. I do highly rate him that high myself.
So in the Incredible Hulk, I think he's good. Like, he's really good at playing the guy that just hates Hulk because he hates him. Like, he's just like, that's his main goal, just take down the
Yeah,
Hulk. In Civil War, I don't necessarily see him as a villain. He's just representing the rest of the world's opinion, I guess. Like,
yeah,
he's a voice for the other people. He's not necessarily in their way. He's just the one that's giving them the accords. And oh, hi.
Hello. Would you coming in or?
Sure.
Oh. Go on quickly. One mate's explaining.
I don't necessarily see him as the villain. Like, I'd say he doesn't do a lot of villainous things. He's just trying to, be that voice for the people.
Go on, quick, plug yourself in.
All good?
Sorry about that. You good?
Yep.
There you go. Sorry about that. Carry on.
So I was just saying, I don't think he's really a villain other than Incredible Hulk. So I'd have to say maybe a mid B.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can handle that. Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, I can agree
if
there.
you want to even it out, we can put him above Red Skull.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So let's put him there. Next, we've got Loki. I think we know where that he goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Loki. Yes, it's all day long. All day long. S all the way. Well, you don't have to add the two seasons of Loki sort of thing. You can just go off the Avengers pretty much that lot, and the iconic lines, the just everything that lot. It literally is one of the best supervillains they've had in the MCU in that lot, and with him being the world tree now, if you want to call it, it's just his character arc and redemption story, and with it all, it's just so good, so good. What do you think of Loki, Eleanor?
He's the best.
He's the best, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna put him in S. So S is the best.
Yeah.
A's great.
Uh-huh.
B's like good.
Yeah.
C's okay. D's really rubbish, and F's just F off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
it's gotta be S.
Like Tom
All day long,
Hiddleston
that
was
lot.
perfect. Like if anyone else played Loki, I don't know like what he would. I don't even know if he would have lasted in the MCU as long as he has. But
No.
yeah, like in the Avengers, he's really good. In Thor, he's really good, and then he's just always a pain in the ass up until his own show. But like one of the all-time greats. Like he's probably gonna be always a top 5 Marvel villain.
Oh yeah.
Like even when they
Massive.
reboot and or do anything else, he's still gonna be up there. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's all we can say really about Loki. Like a near perfect villain.
It's like his death as well with the hands of
Yeah.
Thanos. Like it's like could that come in like the first 10 minutes of the film?
Yeah,
And the shock about that as well, that lot. It's just you never saw that coming. Just so good, so good. Now, such a good character, amazing character.
yeah. So next we've got Malekith from Thor: The Dark World. Another forgettable one.
Yeah, it is. And again, somebody else that I wouldn't really bother about going back again to see. To be honest, now like as the viewers and yourself know, I'm playing obviously Lego superheroes at the moment. I don't even think I've touched that character, even though I've got his character pack. I don't even think I've touched him. He's just such a bad portraying of a character. They probably could have done so much more for him in that lot. And myself,
Yeah.
F or D. That lot, it's just so bad, so bad.
Yeah, like he's one of Thor's classic villains, and they completely missed the mark on that movie. And maybe he was a greater villain before they did a whole like creative switch on it, because they had to switch writers and directors. But I think he's one of the most forgettable villains. When you see him, you're like, who the heck is that? What did he do? All he really did was open some portals without really any clear goal. Like, we didn't really know what he was doing. It was just to
No.
kind of use the ether for something.
It was just to wreck the joint, basically.
Yeah.
He just wanted to destroy everything. There was no clear goal or anything like that. He just wanted to bring Thor down and Midgard down. That like it wasn't. No, it was nothing special.
And it's a shame because Christopher Eccleston's a good actor too. So it's a shame, but that's where he's got to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, next we've got Aldrich Killian from Iron Man 3.
This spoils my take on the extremist virus. I think they could have done so much more with the extremist virus, and having him, it just really wound me up, to be honest. Now, like, I think they could have done so much more with it, and it was okay. It's not something that. The only reason I'd go back to Iron Man 3 to watch it is because of that extremist virus, and like I'd be doing like case studies at looking how they changed it from the comics to the film and that lot. But yeah, myself, D. Really, yeah, just
Yeah, I'd probably agree
Yeah.
with you. I'd say he's probably better than Whiplash,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think he goes any higher than that.
No.
Like, Guy Pearce is good in the role. It's just he's one of those villains. It's like he's there. I thought the Extremis virus was cool because I hadn't read the book. So I thought they did that well. It's just the whole Mandarin thing where at the last second he spins it where he's the Mandarin. And it's like, wait, what? So like that movie was very controversial because of the whole Mandarin thing, and obviously it landed on his character as, you know, not a lot of people liking him, but he's there. He's in the movie, but yeah. Other than that, I can't really say much.
I'm surprised that it's not actually got Trevor as the Mandarin in this villain lineup, to be honest, that long. Because I'd have probably put him as C or B, to be honest. I thought he was brilliant that long. Even not for the Mandarin case itself, but...
All right, yeah, so we've got Trevor next.
Is that actually Trevor that long? Oh, yeah, bang him with C or B, and I believe thought he was brilliant that long.
I think he's going above Loki.
But as a villain itself, obviously he was terrible, and I can understand why people didn't like it, because he's not the Mandarin. He's not the Mandarin at all. But having that daft take on him, and then seeing the "All Hail to the King" short as well, I just thought he was great. Absolutely, it might just be my British humour, to be honest. I don't know, but I just thought he was brilliant that last. Myself, To be fair, I'll go C or B. I thought he was brilliant, so yeah, that's my daft humour.
No, I agree with you. I'd say he's probably here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like Ben Kingsley is really good as Trevor. Like, and when you see the trailers for Iron Man 3, you think he's like, oh god, this is like a scary guy. Like, this guy's gonna cause some damage, and it's completely flipped on you in the movie. And he still plays that comedic part so well, but he doesn't like, he's not like a big villain. He doesn't do much. He's just portraying the threat of what the Mandarin's doing somewhere else. But he's really intimidating for when he is playing the villain.
Massively. Them videos that lot where he's like he kills, doesn't he? Kills hostages, doesn't he, in the videos?
Like so much like terrorist propaganda that he's producing, and it's like, it's scary, but he does it like he plays that really well.
Massively that lot. Yeah. If he did want to play a proper villain, he could portray it something brilliantly, to be honest.
Like one of the greatest actors, I think, that's out there.
Oh yeah, massively that lot.
Next, Winter Soldier.
Try not to have my biased head on. I loved it. The portrayal of Booker turned into Winter Soldier, so good. And I literally cannot pick a fault with him at all. He looks perfect. How he was fighting back the memories, and how
you are my mission.
Brainwashed. Yeah, exactly that lot. Just them lines, so good. Him catching the shield.
Yeah. Oh man! At the end of that trailer, when you see that in the trailer, and he spins around and he catches it, oh my god!
I mean, it's just absolutely perfect. And again, that's another comic that I absolutely adore, and that's another one I can literally go page to page and go, that's that scene there. That's the part of the film. That scene there. That's from that. Absolutely good. Myself, I'd have to go either S or A. Absolutely, it's up there with one of the best villains they've portrayed in the MCU all day long. Even within the Falcon, the Winter Soldier as well, and that lot, his arc because myself, he should have been the next Captain America. In the comics, he is the next one to take it off Steve. Now I can understand why I've given it to Falcon and everything. I totally get that, but I really wanted to see him as Captain America. It just made more sense in my eyes with the comics as well, and a lot. But yeah, just in all, it's terrifying when he's the Winter Soldier, but he kicks ass when he's Bucky as well. He's redeemed himself. It's just so good. And then when he gets in the prison as well, and he's breaking out, and then he gets Baron Zemo switches him, and he goes on that mission. That was so good.
I agree with almost everything you say. Like S tier, I think for me. I was thinking he would be the next Captain America because I was such a huge fan of the Death of Captain America book. And I think they could have done that. I think that was probably almost going to happen. But I think Sam becoming Captain America fits for what they're doing. Like his arc introduced in the Winter Soldier, he's like always got Cap's back. And yes, Bucky does in the past, but Sam does not stop helping Steve. He's always there for him. And I think he deserves like every right to be Captain America. So I'm happy that Sam is Captain America, but Winter Soldier is so badass, like terrifying. That like ghost scream when he's on the screen. Reading the book, when you see him, I hear that in my head and I'm like, oh god, I got goosebumps.
100%.
It's so good. And like when it's the one-on-one with him and Steve in the helicarrier, just like beating each other. Like, you are my mission. I'm with you to the end of the line. Like, so good. So yeah, definitely S tier.
Yeah, 100%.
Next we've got Alexander Pierce.
This one's a tricky one for me. Him being like basically the head of Hydra and infiltrating from within, that whole just like him being the top dog and even tricking Nick Fury as well.
Yeah. When you can trick the most dangerous man in the world, which is Nick Fury, that tells you something.
Yeah. That's sort of like you got a big ace up your sleeve if you can swindle him, sort of thing. But it's a tough one.
I'd say maybe
I'd have to
A under Obadiah Stane.
Yeah. I was going to say high B, lower A, but yeah, definitely under Obadiah.
Like
A,
Robert Redford plays it so well. Again, one of the greatest actors ever. But he's so contained. He doesn't show a lot of emotion, and that's what makes him kind of terrifying. He doesn't give away a lot. He's always like, he's so calm in every situation, and he plays it really well. It was good seeing him in Endgame pop up for the cameo at the end too. It was cool how they tie that all together. But I think he's one of the best they've had.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Next we've got Arnim Zola.
Now again, this is another really good one I like. Even though, like in the first Avenger, he's just there with the Red Skull. He's nothing special, but in Winter Soldier, he really comes into his own, and he really has that.
Dangerous.
He's like that menacing side. I was like, well, I know, I've been expecting you. I know what's going to happen, and this is next on the evolutionary scale and stuff like that. Myself, again, I've got to go A or B because I really did like him a lot, and how, like in that bunker bit before he gets blown up and everything like that as well, sort of thing. It's just so good.
Yeah.
So good. Having his face on that computer screen as well.
And then it switches when Black Widow punches the other screen.
Yeah.
As I was saying, and then he like continues.
Yeah.
So good.
It's so clever as well.
I think, does this make sense?
Yeah, top of B.
Like,
B, yeah.
I think he's obviously, like, you don't think of him as a powerful villain, but he carried on the Red Skull's legacy by infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. from the start. When, like, all the Hydra agents were assimilated and, moved into S.H.I.E.L.D. and forced to work for S.H.I.E.L.D., he was planting seeds and he grew it from the inside very early on. And he's one of the smartest people, I think, in the MCU. And the fact that he turned his body into the computer, like, so he can live on forever until, the explosion happens. I thought, like, that's so cool. And, like, that's also the comic accurate Zola, where he's, like, the walking computer. I thought they did that so well.
That's all he was missing, just a body to walk around in. That's all he was missing.
Well, it's like when you're playing the Lego Marvel superheroes and he's, like, the actual, like, walking around character.
Yeah.
But the way they did it in this, like it makes sense. He's really good. I know there's a Disney ride. It's an Ant-Man ride at Disneyland in Paris, I think, or Hong Kong. But he's the villain in that, and he's like, controlling everything, and Ant-Man and Wasp are going through and taking him out. So he's kind of like Ultron. He could be everywhere, and he could come back at any time. So I thought that would be cool if he comes back. But yeah, he's really cool.
Do you want to explain to Nate why you're doing that face?
Basically, I'm going to Disneyland Paris, and I'm going to the Marvels. I forgot which one bit it is. I'm going to a Marvel bit where I get to see all the Marvel rides.
Oh, it's really cool. Yeah, I haven't got to because the Avengers campus is in California, at the Disney World there. Okay. And I've only ever been to the Florida one, so I haven't, done any of the Marvel stuff that they have, but it looks really cool.
I said, myself, I've never been abroad. I've only ever stayed in the UK, so I'm a proper sad old sod, that sort of thing. But she's going with her mum at the end of the year now, to Disneyland Paris, that lot, and she's there. Oh, Nana, yes, and Nana as well, sorry. Yeah, she's going at the end of the year now, so I've already told her she's going to bring me back a Captain America shield or something like that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's cool, though. I hope you have fun.
Yeah? Anyway, you sidetracked us. Your little face.
So Ronan the Accuser is next.
Oh, dear. Whenever I hear of Ronan or anything like that, the only thing I can think of is, one, his big ship breaking through Xandar and stuff like that sort of thing, and I can hear what's his name in the ships, saying, trying to hold him back. And then the other thing I can always remember from Ronin is just the dance off.
Yeah.
He's
what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's literally nothing like wow or scary or anything like that at all. Not like even like gets put down by Thanos.
Yeah.
When he's on them chats with him and that, like, he's literally nothing like ooh sort of thing like that. So myself, probably D, maybe in a high F.
Really?
He's not. Yeah, I don't rate him at all.
No, I think he's good for what he does, but he's the typical, like, let's destroy this villain. And he is intimidating in some parts. Like when he's introduced, that's when he's at his scariest, because he like smashes the guy's head in with the hammer.
Oh yeah, I did that, yeah.
But yeah, he's not one of the best. A lot of people can agree with that, but I was thinking a low C, probably under Abomination. But if you're saying F or D,
I'd say he's higher than Whiplash myself.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Next, we've got Korath.
Ooh,
who doesn't really appear much.
No, he's a few scenes. It's about it.
He does have that iconic scene in Guardians 1, though.
Yeah.
For me, I'd probably say...
Again, I'm struggling. I'm DOC'd myself.
Maybe here?
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame because Jaimin Hansu is a really good actor. He's in a lot of things.
So when you think of some of these lower ones, they're really good actors, that lot, but just the villains themselves just wasn't anything.
They were mistreated.
Wow, if you get me.
Yeah, Korath's, like, you can't really say much about him. He's just like the servant to Ronan.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess just that's where he goes. Ego's next.
Now again, this was really well done. I can't really explain like I liked how he was trying to manipulate him to get his powers so he could spread across the universe and becomes like the living planet at the end. I did like that, and then shifting into like what's his name from Baywatch.
Hasselhoff.
I just thought it was quite funny. Hasselhoff, yeah, shifting to Hasselhoff and seeing all them little pods as well, and a lot of what he's up to. But is he like?
I'm leaning towards under Zola. Yeah,
Oh,
I think
really?
like Kurt Russell's good in the role. He plays it well, but he's one of those villains where it's like, I don't know, typical like evil father trying to like win the child back, and then it's
Yeah.
like ends up, oh yeah, I'm bad.
Yeah. Myself, I'd say between Thunderbolt and Red Skull.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine with me. But yeah, he's good for what he does. It's just I think he could have been much more intimidating.
Oh yeah, massively.
All right, next we've got Kilgrave from Jessica Jones.
Again, I didn't get on with
you
Jessica
didn't?
Jones series, to be honest. That lot. No, I couldn't. It was all right. The woman that played Jessica Jones was really good in the role. I don't know. It was okay series. It wasn't nowhere near as good as Daredevil or Punisher, like myself. But myself, middling D.
Really?
Myself, middling.
Wow.
Yeah, middling D. Yeah.
Okay. So I only watched the first season, and I thought he was really good. Like, he's a really scary guy.
Okay.
David Tennant kills it.
Yeah. But he always plays it. He's a brilliant actor. He is
Yeah.
as well, that lot.
I would say A tier.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's
Damn.
a really powerful guy. He's making
Right.
people commit
Oh, no.
suicide. He's making people kill other people. Like,
Yeah.
he's a scary guy.
I was gonna say, Eleanor, you could be the deciding factor, but you've never watched it anyway, so there's no point asking you. No.
Like, I would say
Maybe
he's
right.
probably maybe top of A.
Top of
Yeah.
A. Damn. Right, I tell you what, if we compromise, can we put him top of B?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or low A.
I'm fine with either one. If you want him here or here, I'm fine with that.
I'd say top B.
Okay.
Top of B. Yeah.
All right. Next we've got Ultron.
Now, I really liked Ultron. I really did. I think they portrayed him really well. And it's just being like that menacing sort of side to Tony, I really enjoy and I really did like. So I'd say A to B myself.
Yeah. I
That's
would
what I'd say for
say
that one.
he's maybe low A. I'm gonna go there. Like James Spader, iconic voice. I can't see anyone else playing him
Brilliant.
the way he did. So perfect. He's an intimidating villain. Obviously, he's AI. He can do anything he wants. And he could come back anytime too.
Oh yeah.
And I hope he does in Armor Wars too. That'd be really cool.
Oh yeah. Didn't even think of that.
The way I see it is somehow Justin Hammer brings back a dormant Ultron, and Justin Hammer's the one that's kind of building the new Ultron army for him. And Ultron ends up becoming the big villain of it.
Damn, I never even thought of that. That's really nice. Because there's no way this Friday.
No way.
Not a chance.
And he's a villain
Not a
that,
chance.
like, he was, like, one and done. He easily could have had, like, a 2-part event for him if they really leaned into the Age of Ultron with, like, the post-apocalyptic Ultron taking over the world. Yeah, he was really good for what he did. It's just a shame that we didn't get more of him.
Pretty much, yeah.
Next we've got Cottonmouth from Luke Cage. I didn't watch Luke Cage, so I can't really judge him.
But again, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, it was okay. Same with Iron Fist as well. It was
I don't
okay.
even see an Iron Fist villain on
just,
this, which tells you something.
Exactly. This is what I mean now. Like with the Netflix series, which really frustrates me, they started off so damn good, and then they just petered out. They really did. But yeah, myself, D to F. There's nothing.
I can't say
really
anything, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, say low D.
I mean, anything has to be better than this guy. Like.
Yeah, yeah, definitely that lot. But yeah, it's just nothing like
That's it.
It's
And
alright.
Mahershala Ali, who plays him, is Blade, so hopefully he gets some redemption in Marvel. And I guess he also voiced Prowler in the Spider-Verse movies. So
yeah.
I'm hoping he actually gets to make Blade, because that movie's been in like so much development issues, and
Christ.
I just hope it gets okay.
I look forward to when it eventually does come out, because if they can like put that into a Midnight Suns sort of thing, I think it'll be so damn good. And experimenting with the supernatural sort of stuff. You've already seen Man Thing and Werewolf by Night and stuff like that. Sort of
and they need to bring the Black Knight into it too.
Into that. Yeah, and the Black Knight as well. If they can really hone into all that, like,
for
so
sure.
Good.
Next we've got Crossbones.
No,
I liked him, but they ended him too early.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they could have done more with him, he'd be a bit higher up in my sort of esteem thing. So myself, I'd go C or B, because they could have done so much more with him that lot. And the comics, the whole link with Red Skull as well, and everything like that would have been so like good and more menacing. But yeah, they killed him off way too quickly. I know it was to do the start a civil war and stuff like that sort of thing, but yeah, it just could have done so much more.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably high C above Abomination. Like he's really good in the Winter Soldier. I think Frank Grillo was really good in the role. It's just they could have done so much more, and they could have made him be a much more prominent figure in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He could have been a huge force for them to deal with. But yeah, I think that makes sense. Next we've got what's this guy's name? Dreykov. There, that tells you something. If I forgot the name.
Yeah. Let me just zoom that in so I know what I'm looking at properly.
Dreykov from Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think he's got to be down here. Like
F. He's nothing. Again,
he literally is nothing.
He's literally just nothing like or anything like that at all. And he's okay.
Like he controls the Black Widows, but it's like what else do you do? Like you're just sitting up in the tower. Like there's nothing else.
Like a spooky version of Nick Fury that can do nothing else really. That's about it.
And the guy's playing a really bad Russian accent too, so that like takes you out of it.
Oh, don't. Yeah. That does me head in. You can tell the force in it.
He doesn't care.
No. Come on. Yeah.
So yeah, like you can't say much more about him.
Yeah.
Next we've got Taskmaster.
No. This is unfortunate. They could have done so much more with him as well, with her as well. Like I've always known Taskmaster to be really can be really dominating and like put his figure across sort of thing. But in this, it started off good.
Yeah.
It started off really good in that lot, and then again it just fell off a cliff at the end of that lot. See myself in that lot. Just nothing spectacular, anything like that sort of thing. The look there of it looked bleeding fantastic in that lot. Like the shield and everything. I really
wish
did like it.
The mask was more of a skull. I don't like
Yeah,
the ski
yeah.
goggle kind of look, and they kind of have the little like
Mm.
bone teeth kind of effect, but I wish they leaned in on the skull kind of look.
No, yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, like you said, it's a shame what they did with the character. Hopefully they get redeemed in Thunderbolts.
yeah,
But again, it's another switch that we weren't expecting, changing the
no,
character. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I'd say low C.
Yeah, yeah, we could take that.
All right, next we've got Killmonger.
Now this, I really did like him a lot. I think he portrayed that different version of Black Panther that lot, and you could understand where he was coming from.
Yeah.
So I really did like him, and seeing him in that little snippet as well in Wakanda Forever as well. That lot, I really did like that. That helped that film big time for myself. So
I have to say
myself,
S tier.
Oh, you would?
He's one of the best that they've done.
Damn. Oh, okay. I was gonna say end of A, high B.
We can put him top
High
A
A?
if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, high A above Obadiah.
But yeah, like Michael B. Jordan kills it in the role. He
Yeah.
really embodies that role. The whole waterfall fight scene between him and T'Challa, like, is this your
Oh,
king?
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
he's so good. And then he burns the entire garden down with the flowers. Like he's so good in that role. And then his final line too is really powerful. Where he goes back to like his ancestry, where like trading slaves around the world, and he'd rather die than have to go through like living in a prison like his ancestors did, and living in chains, and like he says bondage. Like
Mm.
I think that really like that elevates his motivation, like his ideology. I think that
Yeah.
like, it's so good.
Yeah.
And he's really intimidating too. Like his Black Panther suit, when he's
Oh.
wearing that,
Oh, that suit's so good.
the gold and
So
black,
good.
it's so good. Yeah, I'd have to say, like I would have said S tier, but if we even it out there, I think that's still a good placement for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next we've got Ulysses Claw.
This again, they could have done so much more with him. Really could have done. He's an okay villain. Again, he's nothing spectacular. That lot. That interaction with Ultron as well, into when he chops his
Yeah.
hand off. Yeah, that interaction there, that lot, really good. Now
That was good setting
really
him up.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good like that. But other than that, it was okay. And that lot. Myself, maybe high C, low B.
Yeah. I would say. Yeah, I'd say B. He's probably around here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Andy Serkis is a really good actor. He's really good in the role.
Yeah.
It's just they killed him off way too early. I think he could have been someone that's always there to cause trouble for Black Panther. Yeah.
I wanted to see him in that suit as well with his like metal thing. I really wanted that.
I don't
really
think
wanted to see that.
I don't think we would have ever seen that because of
I don't
it's
think
a
so.
completely different version of the character, and it's a very comic booky look. What with the whole red suit, but it would be cool to get that in some way eventually. But yeah, I thought he was cool for what he did. It's just a shame that we didn't get more of him.
Yeah.
All right, next we've got Vulture. I know immediately where I'm going with this.
I really did like this portrayal a lot. Again, everything just looks so good. His interaction when he's in the car with him.
Yes.
It's just so like
With the light on his face, and at the moment when the light turns green, that's when it clicks for him. Like good old Spider-Man. And then he just it's so good.
On myself, either low S, high A.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was brilliant that lot. Absolutely brilliant that lot.
Like Michael Keaton was perfect, It's a shame what they did with him in Morbius. Because of that, I don't know if we'll ever see him again.
I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything about that. I was going to let it slide. With that one.
I hope they ignore that and bring him back in something, because he's really good.
You can't lose a character like that to God knows what the Sonyverse is doing. You can't lose it.
That's the biggest downgrade you could do for a villain, probably.
If you wanted to, you could Spider-Man 5 or 6, bring him back and put him in the Sinister Six.
Exactly.
Or something. Just do something like that. Don't leave him in Sony's messed up version of the Bleeding Sinister Six, for crying out loud.
I think S tier is perfect for him. I think he fits really well there. Next, we've got Shocker. Or Shocker 2, I guess, because this is the second one.
Yeah.
D?
The only thing that was they said the only thing that was good for him is knowing he was the Shocker. That's the only thing that was going good for him that lot. Myself, low D to high F. It was nothing special, nothing spectacular, not one that I'd be like, wow, sort of thing. It's just the name.
Yeah, I think he's a really good actor too, but they made him so less threatening than he could have been. He could have really been a really key player in a Sinister Six if they did that again. But again, I'm a fan of comic accuracy too. You didn't get any kind of suit; it was just the gauntlet, which didn't shoot anything either. It was just a punch.
It reminded me of Batman's shocking gloves in Arkham Knight. Or at Arkham Asylum. That's pretty much it. That was literally anything that reminded me of. It weren't nothing.
Yeah, it's a shame that he wasn't much more than he could have been. Next, we've got Caecilius.
Now, how he was portrayed and how he used the mystic arts and his fight scenes with Doctor Strange, that was really good, really clever. Getting locked up in anything, it was really good, but it wasn't. I don't know if they could have done more with him, or I'm not too sure. But myself, it'd have to go in B, but where in B, I'm not too sure, because I really did
under
like him,
Ego for me.
Yeah, I could take that. Yeah, I don't mind that, to be honest.
Like Mads Mikkelsen is one of the best actors, and he's really good at playing villains too. I think he could have played Dormammu, like a physical Dormammu.
Yes, yeah. He definitely had that sort of presence, 100%.
But he was good as Caecilius. It's just he's again one of those villains that's serving the greater villain, so he's not as threatening as this other guy is. But he was good for what he was doing. There's a few jokes he has too, which was funny. When he enters the sanctum and he addresses Stephen as doctor, and then he goes, "It's strange," and he goes, "Maybe." He doesn't put that together.
Little lines like that. No. But it's how he comes out with them as well. Now, he doesn't make it cringy or anything like that. It's just so natural and it's so good.
Yeah, so I think B is fitting for him. Now we've got Dormammu. You see so little of him.
Yeah, there's not much you can go from him that lot, apart from the I've come to bargain sort of thing that lot. Myself has got C, probably high C myself that lot. How he looked there, Dormammu looked really good.
Yeah.
Even though you could just see the head and in the ripples and stuff like that. Looked really good, but again, like you said, I would have liked to see a physical form of him, sort of thing, the flames and everything like that sort of thing. You ever played Marvel vs. Capcom 3? So that figure in that looks spectacular. That's what I was hoping for, something like that.
Yeah, I hope he comes back in Doctor Strange 3 because of the way they left the second one. I think that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Whether they do that or not, that's another question, but in this, he was he's obviously very powerful. he kills Doctor Strange multiple times. You see it. It's just, if he was that powerful, why was he just sitting in the background for that long?
Yeah, exactly.
Comment?
We've got Raz here. Hello, guys. Hello, my friend. Glad for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the stream and what we're thinking about the villains for the tiers. And that lot. Hello, do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Anyone watching too, like, feel free to share your thoughts on our ranking and share your own.
Yeah, definitely. I'll see what you're thinking a lot and comment if we're being a bit too harsh or not. Sort of thing.
Next we've got Hela.
Now again,
Yeah.
she was really good. I really enjoyed how she was portrayed, how the dynamic between her and Odin in the beginning of the film as well, and in the actual what do you call it? The big mosaic thing at the top of the building, seeing how they come together. Myself, she was quite like worryingly scary as well now, especially when she broke the hammer. I was like, damn, okay. She
kills everyone in Asgard.
Take over. Yeah, exactly. I think I was a bit miffed how they killed the Warriors 3.
It was very fast.
I was a bit miffed. Yeah, I was a bit miffed there. I was hoping for a bit more from them sort of thing, because I love the Warriors 3. But yeah, it just showed how domineering and like scarish and powerful she could have been. Myself, I've got to go B again, because I read B, maybe a low A at a push.
I'd put her.
I'd
put her under Killmonger.
Oh, really? That high up?
I thought she's a really cool villain and like definitely powerful. Like, she puts a giant sword up to stop Surtur from. Or no, it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Surtur's putting the sword down on her.
No,
but still, she can resurrect like ancient dead bodies that are just sitting there. She can, like, when she's throwing her spikes everywhere, killing all the Asgardian soldiers. Like, she's obviously not someone you want to mess with, and she's like, the typical like evil sister kind of thing.
Yeah.
But,
no, I can agree with that. I'll take K. I'll take K.
Okay.
Underneath Obadiah, not Obadiah, Killmonger. Yeah, I can agree with that.
And Cate Blanchett's like a really good actress too. So, it's good seeing her come back in What If too.
Yeah. I see. When you look at some of these villains they've actually had, the actors wise, they've all been outstanding villains, outstanding actors. That lot. You just know that Marvel can really like pick their actors really well.
Yeah,
really
for sure.
Can.
Next we've got the Grand Master.
Now, menacing wise, he's nothing. He's really not scary at all. Lot. But just being him himself, it's so funny. It's some of the lines he comes out with as well. It's just so good. C, maybe middle of B, maybe.
I was gonna say D.
Oh, D. Damn.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of Jeff Goldblum, I guess.
You're not?
No, he's. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just. He's never been like an actor I've kind of gravitated towards in terms of the work. Like, he was good in Jurassic Park. That's probably about it. But as the Grand Master, he's just an obstacle. He's just there in the way. He's not really doing anything. A lot of what he does doesn't really land with me. Like, there's a lot of those jokes where he's like being very quirky. It just doesn't do anything for me. I was gonna say I'd put him probably above Korath, under Ronan.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I could take that. Yeah, I don't mind that.
But if you were saying B, we can put him... Do you want to put him above Abomination? To even it out?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay. Next we've got Surtur. Doesn't really do anything, really. I guess he destroys Asgard, but that's it.
Yeah, it just blows Asgard up, doesn't he, sort of thing, really. Again, figure-wise, looks absolutely
Yeah.
amazing at that sort of thing, and the scale of him as well. It's just like someone that big can destroy Asgard. Jesus, wept out.
Yeah.
But what, he's in it for
5 minutes total,
10
maybe.
minutes? Yeah, 5. Yeah, so C, maybe something like that.
I'd say, maybe no here.
Yeah.
Like
Check out, yeah.
he's obviously really powerful. He does what he wanted. He caused Ragnarok. He destroyed Asgard. It's just you don't see much of him.
Yeah, there's no like wowing sort of thing like that. It's just that shock value of him destroying Asgard. That's the one for me.
Yeah. Next we've got Ghost.
Again, this is something they could have done so much better with in that lot, and I can understand what she's doing and why she's doing it, because she wants to become whole herself because she's a part of the accident and she's basically losing her form. But it's not one of them ones that I'm like, they could destroy. She could destroy everything.
Yeah.
So I'm really worried about it and stuff like that sort of thing. So for me, low C to high D.
I'd probably put her above Whiplash, maybe.
Yeah, I can take that. Yeah.
Like you said, she's not really that intimidating. She doesn't really do much. It's really just her trying to fix herself, but she hates Ant-Man at the same time for some reason.
Yeah.
I hope she gets some kind of more badass work in Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Hope so.
So yeah, that's really all I can say about Ghost. She's there.
Yeah.
Speaking of someone who's there, we've got Sonny Birch. It's a shame because Walton Goggins is a really good actor too.
Yeah. D. There's just nothing.
Yeah, probably here.
Yeah. I can't really say.
He's just another guy in the way.
There.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just there. That's it.
So yeah, I guess that's it for Sonny Birch. Now we've got Infinity War Thanos.
S.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Now
It's
top.
gotta be, absolutely got to be that lot. Oh, now this is the thing.
Because he does his
It's
goal.
got to be either top or
He
just
wins.
under Loki. Yeah, he wipes out half the universe. So, but is he a bigger, more impactful character than Loki? That's the thing.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think people
can see
like
why.
Loki more, but Thanos is more of a villain because he did his
Yes.
goal. He does anything to reach it, and Loki does in the same sense too. But Loki, he's got that heart to him as well. Like he can put differences aside and help others.
Yeah.
When Thanos is just like, nope, get out of my way. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And if you don't,
Well, it just shows you as well with the killing of Loki.
yeah,
Just snap, and how he beats down Hulk as well. When you think about it, like just literally, you think Hulk's his most powerful being, and he literally just wipes the floor with him, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, one of the best
Yeah.
MCU characters, if not the best one.
Yeah.
And I like Josh Brolin killed it. Like I don't see anyone
Yeah.
else playing it the way he
No.
did. I would have been interested though to see how the original actor would have done it.
Yes, this is the thing. Like what he was in.
Just
2
the Avengers.
films, 3 films.
It was just the Avengers.
Oh, is it just the Avengers now?
Just
Did he do the? Was it a different actor then for the Guardians of the Galaxy?
That was the first time Josh Brolin was Thanos.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I would have liked to seen where the other guy would have took it, but with changing the roles with to Josh Brolin, like, again, you can't go wrong with him, and it's just so good.
Yeah. And next we've got Endgame Thanos, who is the 2014 Thanos, who is now in the present day.
Yeah. Bottom of S or high A, because he's
You don't have the same
he's not
history
had
with
that
him.
experience. Yeah, he's not got that experience and had that them battle scars as the other Thanos has, sort of thing.
Yeah,
So myself, high A or low S sort of thing, because
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
he's building up sort of thing. Even though he's the final boss, basically, like taking someone from WrestleMania this weekend is that. But other than that, yeah, it's nothing.
Now, in terms of a villain, in this, he knew he was building up to getting the Infinity Stones, but when he saw that it worked for him, and now these heroes have come back to stop him, he was like, "Screw this! I'm just gonna kill all of you and restart the universe."
Yeah.
So he was like, "Okay, I guess my original goal worked, but if these guys survived it, then I'm like, okay, just restart everything."
Yeah, he's got to go that one step more and go, all right, let's just get rid of this lot.
Yeah. So yeah, I think high A works. He's still really intimidating. It's the less experienced Thanos that we've seen, but he's still really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And next we've got He Who Remains.
Oh boy. I don't know with this one because this is really conflicting for me. That the Celt himself as a villain, with him knowing everything basically, like knowing what comes next, and like even when you consider him with in Loki season 2 as well, and know what to expect, and then get surprised by some of the things he comes out with. It is quite good like that, but I can't overlook what Jonathan Majors has done.
That's kind of
what
tainted the
holds him
character.
back for me. Yeah, it has. It's massively tainted the character a lot, and this villain could have been so much more if he didn't knacker it up in the first place. That lot. I would have said high A, but myself with how much it's tainted for me is either low A to high B myself.
I'd say a mid A, because
Okay,
he is like, he's obviously super powerful. He knows everything. He's got everything planned out. And he's not like a villain in the sense that like he's trying to destroy things and kill people. He's just trying to do things in the way that he was, like his way of like, this is how I want to hide in this universe so my other variants don't find me, and I'm gonna do things that make sure they don't find out. So he does let bad things happen, and he forces bad things to happen, but it's not like he's outright villainous, but he is super powerful. So yeah, I'd say probably here.
Yeah, no, I could take that. Yeah.
Okay. Next we've got Agatha Harkness.
This character I ain't got a bleeding clue with, to be honest. I don't know how they're making a series of her. I really don't. Like I enjoyed her, but it's.
Who is she again?
She's every time you think of Agatha, it's the lady that did the. It was Agatha all along.
I don't know that.
You do know that. It's the one that brought. It was in Wonder. She was in WandaVision. She's the lady in the purple cloak. She won that brought back.
Yeah, I remember now.
The original. What's his name?
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, no, but I'm trying to remember Daddy's. Oh, what's his name? The original Quicksilver. That was it.
Yeah.
She brought back him. Again, just whenever you say Agatha, I just think of that song because I love that song. So, myself, C, maybe somewhere in that. I can't.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what to expect from her now in the future, but yeah, C.
I'd say here.
Yeah, I can take that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think she's okay. Like, again, I don't know why she's getting her own show, but I'll see what it's like, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, again, she's fine. Catherine Hahn's good in the role. It's just like, what more can you do with her?
Yeah, exactly. It was good for it was good for WandaVision. You didn't really need to make it more than that.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
yeah, that's really all I can say about her. She's obviously really powerful too. She like puts up a good fight with like Scarlet Witch, who's
Yeah,
one of the most powerful heroes in the MCU.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to put her there. Next, we've got Wenwu the Mandarin. I know exactly where I'm putting him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a bit worrying for me. That is that because I thought he was good, and I liked the portrayal of him, and just everything with the 10 rings and stuff like that was really nice. I just don't. High B, maybe low A.
Really?
Yeah, I did like how he was portrayed like that sort of thing, and I think the special effects did it more most for me, to be honest. That lot.
I was gonna put him here,
Oh, really?
but if you're saying high
Damn.
B, low A,
I'd put him myself. I'd put him between Kang and Obadiah.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that works. Like Tony Leung is so good in this role. Like the whole opening where you see the history of him and the Ten Rings, and
yeah,
like his like relentless like motivation to kind of conquer and save what he thinks is his wife behind that wall. But the dynamic between him and Shang-Chi is so good, and
yeah, yeah,
he plays that like he's blinded by the fact that there could be something wrong, like it could be a trap, but he's he's still motivated for his family. He wants to bring his family back. That's what he wants.
yeah.
But he's blinded by the fact that it
Yeah,
could
it's fair
be,
enough. Yeah.
you know, it could lead to something that's not true.
Yeah.
Um,
Or the dark
yeah.
forces sort of thing.
So I thought he was really good. One of the best MCU villains in my opinion. And then
Yeah,
his sacrifice at the end, like when he's being lifted in front of him and he's going through like the flashbacks of him as a father, him as like he could have been a much better father, and he realizes it in that moment.
yeah,
But he realizes he set Shang-Chi up to be what he needs to be to stop whatever he just released. And
yeah, yeah,
he realizes, I did my job. He's not going to be the weapon I wanted him to be, but he's going to be the force that will save the world at the end.
yeah. Yeah, I can totally get that. Yeah.
So I thought he was really good. Next, we've got John Walker, the U.S. agent.
For being a complete and utter tit,
He's a baby.
I thought he portrayed it well. Yeah, it was. I really thought he portrayed it really well. I like
Yeah.
being that darker side to a different Captain America outlaw. When I first seen him with that shield, about screaming at the teller, no, you can't do that to my captain. No. So having that sheer reaction for me, I think he did it really well now. Like, and it's like when he killed that protester on the side as well now, like, and everybody's just looking on in shock, and it's like, oh, okay, right, and that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Myself, low A to high B myself now, because I did like how he portrayed that, like, just tit you wanted to slap and, oh yeah.
I would say he's probably... He's good at making you want to hate him. Like he does that really, really good. I just don't know if he's better than Zola and Ross and Ego. I might need to put him... Okay. I would put him between Caecilius and Red Skull. So
Okay, yeah,
if you're saying low A though, I could bump him up.
I'd have put him just under Ego myself.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that works. I hope he gets some more, development in Thunderbolts, kind of making him more, you know, threatening in a way, but also like still continuing to be that asshole.
Yeah. He's got to be. He's got to.
Yeah. So yeah, I really hope we get more of him in the future too, because he plays a big role in Kingpin's Thunderbolts in the Devil's Reign comic too. So maybe he comes into that. Next, we've got Carly Morgenthau, the leader of the Flag Smashers.
Myself, it's an okay character. Again, nothing like, oh no, she's going to take down the establishment and that sort of thing. So, C, myself.
I was gonna say D.
C, it's not. Yeah, I could take middle of D, maybe. Middle and higher end of D.
Above Whiplash?
Myself. Yeah, above Whiplash, yeah.
Like, the Flag Smashers were, they weren't good at all. They're just...
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
I don't see... I've only seen the whole show once, so I don't remember much, but I remember they had to rewrite so much of their plan because of COVID.
Oh,
Originally, they were going to release like a bioweapon, and it would cause a pandemic, and they had to rewrite that.
Oh, Jesus, what?
Really? And they had to rewrite that because of COVID. So that changed a lot of that.
That's a bit hitting a bit that.
Yeah, it was really it was a coincidence that way that was what their original plan was, and then a pandemic happened when they were developing it.
And it was like, oh, okay, oh dear.
So yeah, she's not great. She's there. She's just a kid too, so not super intimidating. So yeah, that's all I can say really about her.
Yeah.
Next we've got Baron Zemo.
Now this, myself, I put him straight to S.
Yeah.
Straight to S.
Same.
Because he was another one like Thanos and stuff like that. He got what he wanted. He absolutely destroyed the Avengers. He split them up
with no superpowers.
Footage, yeah, exactly. Showing that footage of Winter Soldier killing Tony's mum and dad. Just that impact alone was just like, oh boy, sort of thing. That lot.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad that Black Panther stopped him from topping himself, because he can play now such a bigger part in the MCU and that lot. Like I said, I thought he had a good part in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, to be honest. That lot. Probably could have done a bit more with him, but yeah.
I want him in the mask more. Like, the mask looks so cool, and I want to see him in the puffy coat and the mask again. Like, it looks so good. Where would you put him in S though?
Myself, I'd put him just underneath Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. That makes sense. Daniel Bruhl is so good in the role.
Yeah.
Have you seen the deleted scene for his introduction? When he tries to get the red book? Because in the movie, he goes to the guy's house and he interrogates him in the basement.
Waterboards him and everything, doesn't he?
In the deleted scene, it's a book that's up for auction in a corporate building, and he's in there, and he raises his hand to like bid for the book, and he releases a gas bomb, and he puts on a mask, and everyone in the room dies, and he walks up to the table and takes the book and walks out.
Oh, damn.
I think that would have been a much more intimidating, like, this guy is not someone you want to mess with, kind of introduction.
Yeah, that'd have been a lot more impactful as well. That like, it's like, who's this guy? Why does he want this red book? What the hell has he just done? Why has he just killed all them, that sort of thing? That'd have been a lot more. Even though I liked him, I shouldn't really say that. I liked him torturing that poor bloke, but it was done well with him torturing that bloke. So I still think they did a good introduction to him, because it shows you that he was after one thing and he was determined to get it, sort of thing. But I do think that'd have been really nice. I really do.
Yeah.
Never seen that though, so I'll have to have a look, hunt that down, to be honest.
Yeah, it's if you look it up, it should come up fairly easy. Are we doing good on time, by the way?
Oh yeah, we'll say she's here with me now, so we can go as long as we need. So.
All right. Next we've got Mysterio.
high, so it's got to be myself. Low S, high A myself because I absolutely adored him. They portrayed him really well. Again, another one that got what he wanted by just destroying Spider-Man as he is now to basically rewrite himself. The illusion scene
Yes.
where it's just so good. Now that is
Right out of the
like,
books.
out of the comics.
Yeah.
Out of the comics, out of the games, out of the cartoons, just everything about him was just spot on that lot. And I'm glad to see him in the dome as well. I love the fish feeding thing. I just absolutely adore that, and I was worried that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. It's interesting the way they chose to market the movie, trying to make him look like he's a hero. When obviously, like, if you know the character, you know he's playing tricks, so he has to be the villain. I just think that was a weird choice for them to market it that way, that he was going to help Spider-Man.
I quite liked it because obviously he just lost. Did he lose? Yeah, he just lost Tony that lot, so he needed that new mentor and everything like that sort of thing. So I thought that was really clever to go, well, actually, he's going to help him and he's going to be the new Iron Man and stuff like that sort of thing. Like he said in the film, we wanted to be the new next Iron Man and stuff. So I thought that was a really clever ploy to have him like that sort of thing and say, oh, it's these elementals that are causing this much havoc and stuff like that sort of thing. I think it was really clever.
And like again, Jake Gyllenhaal kills it. I really hope he's not dead. I hope he can come back. And he's got some really good lines too. Like nowadays, people will believe anything. Like he's now kind of switched people's trust, I guess, perception. Like, do I trust what I see? Because now this has kind of happened and obviously all of it was fake. So hopefully he comes back. I think he's just a really good villain. I'm glad they finally brought him into the movies because he had been a villain that was long overdue. So yeah.
It needed to happen as well in that lot. With just how well the MCU and Marvel have been doing and everything, it needed to come in.
Yeah.
Needed to.
So I would put him above Obadiah, under Wenwu. Personally.
Oh, really? That's a B. So no, not S then. Not B. Sorry, A.
I'd put him around here.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more above Kang and stuff like that sort of thing. But okay, yeah.
I can move him up here if you want to even it out.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Okay. Next, we've got Icarus.
Right, you know exactly where this is going for me now. F.
F?
Yeah. Cannot stand him. He's basically the Superman wannabe. Oh, bless you. Okay?
Yeah.
He was basically the Superman wannabe. From the Eternals.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it just F for me. Just did not. There was nothing for me at all now. I didn't like him. Didn't think he was just no. Yeah, F all day long for myself.
I'd probably say somewhere in D. I'm just trying to figure out where. I'd probably put him. I'd put him above. I don't know. I'd maybe put him here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd myself bring him down to with Whiplash myself.
Right here.
To even it's I'd say there.
Okay.
It's very middle in the road for me.
Like he's obviously really powerful, but the way it's the twist again they do. It didn't really work for me, I guess. Like it was cool seeing that he still secretly serves the Celestials and like he wants them to carry out their goal, but it's like it didn't work really the way they wanted to. Like a lot of people didn't really like that. I'd say one of the best scenes of the Eternals was when Makari was throwing him around and like using the whole speedster abilities to kind of like punch him everywhere. That's probably the best fight scene we'll see from the Flash that isn't the Flash. I'm gonna stand by that.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna stand by that.
That's brilliant. That is. Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, I think that's a logical place for Icarus. Who knows if he'll come back? He looked like he killed himself at the end, but You never know.
Myself, I can see him coming back. I can. I don't know why, but I can just see him coming back.
I wanted, like, Richard Madden, who plays him, I think he would have killed it as Richard Rider Nova.
Yes. I'd have took him as a Captain Britain as well, or something like that.
True.
I'd have took him something like that. I really would have done.
Yeah, I always wanted to see him as Nova, because obviously he's a great actor, and he would have had longevity in the MCU as Nova.
Oh, massively.
But, again, it is what it is. Next, we've got Dr. Octopus.
Oh, S. 100% S in that lot. You got to now. How he has been portrayed. I know he was portrayed well in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, that lot, but just having him in this, especially when he talks the suit and that lot, and he had the
You've
suit
outdone
up his
yourself,
arms
Peter.
and everything else,
Nanotechnology.
Yeah, just so good in that lot. And then, like, he's like bit at the end where he's helping them all, helping the Spider-Man and stuff like that. He's like so good, so good in that lot. And I just love Doc Ock. Really doing that. He's such a good character in that lot.
Now, it may surprise you. I love this villain. Like, I recently rewatched Spider-Man 2 like a week ago, and like, it's one of the best Marvel movies ever. But when you look at everyone else that's in S and I guess the high A, in terms of villain, he is a good guy deep down.
Yeah.
And some of these guys are just straight up bad. So I'd have to put him maybe here.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. To be honest, I was expecting you to go more Obadiah way, but yeah, I'm definitely glad for
So,
that.
like, Alfred Molina's a legend. Like, no one else will play Dr. Octopus the way he has. Absolute legend. And he looks the part too.
I'd even took his voice in the game as well. I'd even took him playing the voice of it as well in the game.
But, like, so perfect. The whole train fight scene in Spider-Man 2, like, so good. I see Reze in the chat. Thank you. I like Dr. Octopus. Like, I don't blame you. He's so good. Growing up, he was my favorite Spider-Man villain. So, huge nostalgic value of seeing him come back in No Way Home. Like, just unbelievable. So, yeah, I'm going to have to put him there. But the only thing, like, he would be an S-tier villain if he was a full-on villain. But he is the good guy controlled by the evil artificial intelligence from the arms. So that's why.
Yeah, I could take that.
Next, we've got Electro.
Now, again, I really like this portrayal of Electro a lot, and I can't rate him as S myself. I'd have to put him in A, but I just like the portrayal of him that lot, and I preferred this Electro to Andrew Garfield's Electro. How they portrayed him in that, so much better in that lot. His lines as well, just so like at the end as well when they've fixed him basically. It's like, oh, there's got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere and that sort of thing. And it's just so good in that lot. And yeah, A for me in that lot.
Now, as much as I like Electro, and I think his setup in Amazing Spider-Man 2, the way he becomes Electro was, like, I think they did that really well. After that, it kind of brings it down. But in this, he's redeemed in the sense that he's just wants power. Like, he just wants to, like, have all the power to himself. And he gets the accurate look with the lightning bolt face. I thought that was awesome when I saw it in the trailer. I was like, oh my god, they did it. Yeah. And it doesn't look stupid when he has, like, the green and yellow suit. I'd have to say a low A, though.
Yeah, I could take that,
yeah, I'd have to go here, probably.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That might be a hot take because I know a lot of people hate Electro, but I think Jamie Foxx
Really,
was. I thought he was really good.
I really liked it. What are you doing to me, silly? Yeah, no, I thought it was a brilliant actor. I really did like him. Like I said, I preferred him in this, like Spider-Man No Way Home to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and that lot. But yeah, I thought he portrayed him really well in that lot. I thought he was great in the role.
Reze says he's an okay character for me. Yeah, I can understand
Oh
that.
yeah.
So yeah, next we've got the Lizard.
Now again, this. Oh, again, it's more the look that I really enjoyed and really liked that lot. The character itself was okay. I have to say maybe high B
Really?
myself. Yeah.
I was gonna say D.
wasn't- Oh really? No, I could take that. I'll take that. Put it somewhere in C. Even it out.
Under Taskmaster? Okay.
Yeah, I could take Taskmaster.
So the look for Lizard is okay. I really wish they would have leaned into the more dinosaur looking one with the long like snout, and he's like actually like huge.
Oh, okay.
In this he's like the flat faced, like it looks like someone took his face off. Yeah,
Voldemort
basically.
Sort of look.
And he doesn't really do anything in No Way Home.
Nah, that's what I mean.
He's just there and he just cuts through vans and just runs around screaming. He doesn't really do anything. So yeah, that's really all I can say about Blizzard there.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Next we got Sandman.
Again, this is another hard one for me because I really enjoyed how Sandman was portrayed in the film. I know, again, he's similar to Doc Ock in a way, where he's not all bad. He is good
Yeah.
in heart. So I'd probably have to say somewhere in B myself again, because I enjoyed him that lot, and again how he was portrayed and looked, that lot looks bleeding brilliant, that lot, and then seeing him in human form at the end was really nice. So yeah, B.
I was going
there.
to say I would put him between Surtur and Crossbones in C.
Oh no, okay. Probably next to Agatha.
On what
C.
side? Left?
Left. No. Right. Actually, yeah.
Like Sandman again, he's there. He does like cause some damage in it, but he's confused most of the time. He doesn't know what side to go on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he looks good, I guess, in No Way Home. He's just CGI the whole time. But yeah, I think that's really all I can say about him. I wish we would have got more Sandman in the movies because he is a character you can really tap into and make him like. They do that in the third one where you sympathize with him like it was an accident and all that. But in the end, it wasn't executed the way I guess it could have been on a really good level.
Yeah.
Now, we've got Green Goblin.
Got to be S. 100% that lot. Him killing May.
I think he has to go here.
Yeah, above Winter Soldier, yeah, in that lot, because it's just so good, so good in that lot, and it's just so menacing, and he's one of them characters you would be terrified to actually meet, because he was just so menacing. Just
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
Unbelievable.
Like that whole switch, like that's some neat trick, and then like everyone's like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
And then he goes through the whole thing, like so good. And Willem Dafoe, one of the most transformative actors ever. Like even in Spider-Man 1, like he's crazy in that, and then like he just elevates it in this. So good, like one of the perfect Marvel villains in my eyes.
He's not lost all them years as well from that Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man to that Spider-Man now. Not lost
exactly.
a step.
It was
just
it was like he just
so
left
good.
Spider-Man 1 the day the day before they started shooting this one. It was like he knew exactly where
Yeah.
to tap back into, and like one of the most well portrayed villains I think I've seen in movies.
Oh, massively. Yeah, outstanding. Absolutely
And
outstanding.
like again, like you said, he kills Aunt May. He pushes Peter to the limit where he almost crossed the line and killed him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and like you can say he's a good guy that's kind of influenced by a bad thing, but in the end, I think the Goblin was always in control of Norman throughout
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire movie.
Massively. Oh,
I
he
think it
knew
was
exactly.
him.
Yeah, he knew
Yeah,
exactly
it
what
was
he
the
was
Goblin
doing.
playing around the entire time. Like you wouldn't think Norman
100%.
would steal
100%.
donuts from Aunt May, but the Goblin would steal donuts from Aunt May, and that's exactly what he did. I don't know if you noticed that in the movie when
100%.
Aunt May and Peter are talking in the background when they're in Feast, and he
He's.
takes the donut and stuffs it in his pocket, and he's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh no, I noticed. You were about that. It's just so well done there. Just them little bits in that behind as well. That night, he's always on. He's always
Yeah,
working. He's just always like.
one of the all-time greats. Next we've got Scarlet Witch.
Now I don't
Yeah.
know because this is a tough one. I really liked how they portrayed her darker side now, and I'm hoping she's not dead. Surely she can't be dead.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
But it's just like I've seen her snap Professor X's head. There's the shutting Black Bolt up, just disintegrating Mr. Fantastic.
Cutting Captain Carter in half with the shield too.
Yeah, yeah. Just I'd have to say probably somewhere in A. Just seeing that darker side now, like I'd say somewhere in A now, because it's just so. Like again, that's another one of them ones. Like Jesus wept, I'd be scared to go up against her now because she literally could just do anything to you now. Could just snap her, flick of a switch because of her kids.
I would say here. Oop, here.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Like you said, I think they really showed her dark side really well. The only thing for me is just because Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was a disappointment for me. It's not one of my favorites at all, and I think she was good for what she did.
Yeah.
But she is, like, she doesn't want to mess around. If you take her kids from her, then, like, you've got hell coming for you. So,
Forced to reckon with.
Like, one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. It's just, I guess it could have been done a bit better in the movie.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Like I said, something like that, with her being that powerful as well, there's no way she's got squished.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I hope she's still around in some way. Like, maybe they'll pull in a variant and say this is the good one's back, but you lose that history with that Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So who knows what they do with that. But I think A's good for that one that we got.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Arthur Harrow from Moon Knight.
Again, I really liked Moon Knight, and I think this was portrayed well. I don't know whether he's upper echelons of villainry. High B, maybe, myself.
I was going to say low C.
Oh, really?
As much as I love Moon Knight, he's one of the villains again that serves the greater villain.
Yeah.
And he's, for the most part, he's just following them around. He's not actually really doing anything. And I guess he does kill Mark, and then that sends him into the whole mental asylum, like, vision thing. And then he comes back. But in the end, he's just a guy who's serving the greater threat. And he doesn't... He's not that intimidating in my eyes. So I was going to say...
Okay.
Above Grandmaster.
Oh, no. Come on. You got to give him a bit more better than that. On the left side of Agatha, at least, myself.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I agree. Okay, he's better than Agatha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I can say about him. He's just the guy that's serving the greater threat, and he doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Namor.
Oh boy. Oh, right. Oh, try and not go on a rant about Black Panther. Kind of went forever. He was good. But, infiltrating Wakanda was good. The killing of the
Ramonda.
Queen, Ramonda, good. The fight scene before the finale, good. In controlling and like being the king of the Atlanteans, a really nice portrayal. Myself has got to be low B to high C.
He's an A tier for me. He's really good. He is a really good villain and just a character in general. I hope he has a bright future in the MCU.
I hope he has a better future in the MCU. Massively.
For me, I would put him under Scarlet Witch, personally.
Wonder Scarlet Witch.
Like he does everything he set out to do.
Yeah.
Wakanda said like he wanted to be in an alliance with them, and without Shuri knowing, they kind of infiltrated Talokan, and he was like, "Wait, what? This isn't what we agreed with." And then he started a war with them. And he did not hold back. Like he killed anyone that was in his path. Like, and he killed the queen.
True. For myself, then I'd say put it end of A. Myself.
And okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Compromise.
Okay, next we've got Kingpin.
Oh, this right. Oh, this is a tough one because I'd put it either low S, high A, because I think he was just brilliant. I think he was portrayed so well. He was, somebody you wouldn't want to mess with. He's just
Definitely.
got all that power. I can't wait to see what is coming next for him in Daredevil.
That just wrapped filming too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So
I've seen pictures of Daredevil and Punisher together.
But did you see the one with the original Vanessa? She's back.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Because they had recast her, and now the original actress is back, and there's set photos of the two of them walking.
Oh no, I didn't realize that.
So
Ooh,
that's
cool.
cool.
Interested.
Yeah,
myself, low S, high A, because I thought he was brilliant. So
I
can't wait to see more of him.
I'd put him under Winter Soldier, personally.
Yeah, I can take that. Yeah, I can take that because I think he's brilliant.
Vincent D'Onofrio is perfect for the role. Like they nailed that, and he does it so well. Does not hold back. He's got like connections everywhere, and like relentless. Like he has a clear goal, and if you touch his family or anyone he loves, you're dead.
Massively.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
it's
10 times
so
over. So
I like how they've got him more gritty as well now, like, especially going back to the Daredevil series. Like, he's just going to pound the shit out of anybody he can, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty, which I think is brilliant. I'm so glad they kept him down and gritty and down to earth sort of thing. They're not trying to make him over too much.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
So yeah, I think S tier all day for him. I think everyone can agree with that. Next,
massively.
This might be our next F tier villain, the Hulk King from She-Hulk.
Oh, yeah, that's F all day long. You can't really say there's a villain in She-Hulk itself. There's nothing. There's just nothing about that. I was like, yeah, okay. Another one they just, yeah.
I was not a fan of the whole internet troll becoming a Hulk thing. Like,
no.
I get what they were going for, but it was so stupid in the end.
Yeah.
With that guy, like some random dude becoming a Hulk.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
Yeah. There's
So that's
nothing
all I can
about it
say.
that's like, yeah.
Next, we've got Gore the God Butcher.
This is one of them that I think they could have done so much more with. So much
Definitely.
more.
And it's a shame because Christian Bale is a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And they didn't show anything of really him on a so-called massacre of the gods. They didn't show anything.
No. You seen the dead bodies and you heard of things going off, but you never really seen, apart from that, the beginning where he kills the sun god or whatever.
That was really good.
About that, but other than that, there was nothing else. Sort of thing. Careful. I'd have to say C, maybe high D.
Yeah, I'm fine with a high D. I think the only good scene he has is his intro, and maybe the one when they're in whatever that place is called. It's all black and white, and he has them all tied up, and he's doing his like he's talking to them and threatening them. I think that's really all he's got in it.
That we've got as well, where there's a small bit of light on each of the Thors and Valkyrie and that lot, but everywhere else is just black and white, isn't it? It's just so nice.
But yeah, could have been so much more, but it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Next we've got Kang the Conqueror from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Again,
it's sad.
Yeah.
This would have been an S tier. It would have been S tier.
Yeah. It would have been all day long. Would have, especially with the Colosseum of Kangs as well. It would have been so good, but myself, it's got to be low A, high B. It's just
I'm fine with.
Can't get past what they've done.
I can. I'm fine with the high B.
Yeah.
At the time, perfect.
Yeah.
It's a shame. The way they ended that character, like he was seemingly killed. I think they could have really done that a bit differently with him actually surviving and building him up as the threat. If this is the movie where you introduce the main big bad of your next saga and you kill him at the end, or kill him, then that just confuses everyone. Like, that's not a good setup. But everything before that...
The only thing I think they've done that for is because of the whole thing. And they thought, if we kill him off now, if he is be found guilty like he did, then they'll just go, right, that's it, he's done now, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But at the time, we never knew any of that, did we, sort of thing? But I think that's why they've done it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's bad, though.
He is very evil. Like, you see him destroy timelines, and he makes all the threats, like, you know how many Avengers I've killed and all that? I want to see that. That builds up more of the threat. I want to see him actually killing the other Avengers. And his whole scene where he's interrogating Scott and Cassie in the cell block, and he's pinning them against the wall, and he's like, you will help me, or I will kill her in front of you time and time again until you agree to help me. Like, that was so good. But we'll never see that again.
No.
So that brings it down. Next, we've got MODOK.
I really liked MODOK. I really did that lot. And
now, do you count just MODOK, or do you count Yellow Jacket in this too?
Myself, I'd count Yellow Jacket as well.
Okay.
Because he's all one sort of thing, that lot. But yeah, he's not obviously myself. He's not A. He's not A at all in that lot. But I'd put him in B because I really did enjoy him that lot, and I really did like him. How he was portrayed and everything like that, and really nice. His little sacrifice at the end was a bit okay, sort of thing.
I'm an Avenger now.
I wanted to see more, sort of thing. Yeah, I just wanted to see more, but yeah, I liked him. I'd say B yourself.
I'm gonna have to say D.
Really? Put him in C? Near Grandmaster, maybe?
Underground Grandmaster?
Yeah.
Sure.
Even him out? What? Nothing.
I guess he wasn't.
No.
He was kind of intimidating in the first Ant-Man as Yellow Jacket.
Yeah.
As MODOK, though, he's just like, you can't get your head around the floating face. And I know that's the character. It's hard to adapt that when that's how the character is. But that's just how the 60s were. They were doing crazy things.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just there. He didn't really do a whole lot. He was in the way. He was a part of some of the most dumb scenes of that movie with some of the jokes that didn't land. So
I think that's what I liked it because I thought it was brilliant. I just thought I'm a sucker for them daft jokes, to be honest. So
I'm fine with him going there. I think that works. Next, we've got the High Evolutionary.
now this so good. Now, like I'd put him high A because I really did like him. I did think I'd find him scary in that lot, and especially at the end with his face peeling back and so nice that lot. And
what he did to all those animals, like, you can't forgive him for that. And then
no, exactly
when he hears of the animals dealing drugs on the New Earth, and he's like, oh, okay, kill them all. That wasn't supposed to happen. Just blow up the entire planet. Like, you're like, what? And then and then that actually happens, and then you're like, oh my god, this guy does not care.
He don't care. No, he don't care at all. Now, if something's not perfect, and that's it, you're gone.
And that whole scene where Star-Lord and Groot walk in to confront him, and he just sits there, and he's got his finger up, and he's like, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm doing something. He's just an a-hole, but he's also so evil. And Chukwudi Iwuji, who plays him, is so good in the role.
Oh, brilliant actor.
I hope he is in more stuff because he deserves it. So yeah. I was going to say S tier, but I'm fine with a high A.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the best they'll have, and it was refreshing too. On a streak of so many projects that didn't have great villains, you get this one, who is awesome. I think that was really cool.
Yeah, massively.
Now you've got Gravik from Secret Invasion.
My first thought, to be honest, F. Because it's just... I can understand where he was coming from and why he was doing it, and he wanted to free the Skrulls, and...
He wanted to get back at Nick Fury for failing to give them what he promised, but it was the execution of it.
Yeah, the portrayal of it and execution was just terrible.
He's just emotionless. He doesn't show anything.
No, you don't. You don't at all in that lot. But yeah, F myself.
Where an F, though?
Just... I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's as good in the F. In the middle. Probably
like
above what's his name, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Like, again, could have been so much more. But it was Secret Invasion, so we know how that went.
Yeah, exactly. It literally says it there.
The whole fight at the end with Gaia, like just an eyesore.
It is. Yeah, it really was.
So yeah, that's all we can really say.
Yeah.
Now for the last one, we've got Dar-Benn from the Marvels.
Who's she?
She's the female baddie in the end. You know, when she's trying to get the sun's rays and she sucks up all the water from that planet and stuff. She had the bangle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For this, again, low D to high F. She's a good villain. She's all right.
I would say under Yon-Rogg.
Yeah, I could take that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like,
it's just...
She's a villain, but at the end it makes it look so easy to defeat her.
Yeah.
Like, why did it take that long?
Yeah. It's like Captain Marvel was supposed to have this amazing power in that lot, and it took 3 of them just giving a bit of a punch around that lot, and then I thought she gets stabbed in the side, I think, or something falls on her.
Well, she disintegrates in space or something. She, like, turns into ash, and then the whole universe is open up. But
yes,
it was okay.
Yeah, there's nothing special, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Nothing one that I'd go back and go, yeah, she's a amazing villain or anything like that sort of thing. So yeah.
So yeah, that's the MCU villains tier list.
I'm quite happy with that tier list.
Solid.
That lot. I think it's quite fair. Yeah, it's quite fair in that lot. Very reasonable for some of the things in that lot. I think there's a few that I was quite surprised at how disagreeing we were going to be about them. But yeah, that sort of
So yeah,
thing.
if anyone's watching, let us know what you think of the tier list and where you would rank certain characters. Just looking forward to seeing some kind of engagement with it. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'll send it to you so we can post it so everyone can see the final result.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll put up. Yeah, we'll put up on the socials and that lot and see what people thought and disagreed with anything like that. And I'll say have it down in the comment section that lot. See what you thought that lot and see where you'd put different characters and that lot sort of thing. What do you think, Eleanor? Even though you didn't have much input on it, that's a good tier list for the villains, yeah?
Yeah. Considering I only know about 8 of them.
Yeah, you didn't know many of them, did you, Sebastian?
No.
No.
No, not all of them.
Right, and yeah, we'll call it there. That lot. Let me just come on the other way. Let me bring that down. Bring us back together. There we go. So yeah, we'll call it there. I'd just like to say thank you very much for joining us on another Project Assemble. In what time's it now? In probably for myself about half hour's time. You'll have another Lego Marvels one up on the channel for myself and that lot where we finally get to go around as the X-Men, which I think is a fitting day today with yeah.
That's a cool one. I remember playing that really clearly. That was a good level.
Well, you helped me on that one, so it's a fitting episode for me and you as well. You helped me on that X-Men episode, so yeah, look out on the channel. You got anything coming out on your side, Nate, my friend?
I've got the next episode in my Forging the New MCU with Ant-Man and the Wasp this week, so that's coming on Friday.
Oh, hang on, we just got Randy SS Gaming. Thanks so much,
appreciate
mate.
it.
That's brilliant to hear. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, look forward to that tier list. That one coming out. What was the film again? Sorry, which one was it?
It was Ant-Man and the Wasp of my Phase 1.
We'll look out for that on the channel soon for yourself, my friend. That lot. Would you like to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
And
Have fun at Disneyland.
Don't rub it in.
I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures to make everybody jealous.
Yeah. Don't I bloody know it. But yes, it's the Civil War one Project Assemble next week. I'm looking forward to that one. That's gonna be a good one. That is cool. We're looking forward to going head to head and seeing what team you have.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know, next week it's the we're gonna do like a Civil War draft where we're gonna take a selection of all the characters and we're gonna draft our own teams and then we'll have a discussion of who we think would win. So that's gonna be fun.
It's very looking forward to that sort of thing.
Yes, well, thank you for joining, Rezi.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much for your comments, my friend. Always great to interact with you and that lot. But yes, I'd like to say thank you very much, and we'll see you all on another episode of Project Assemble. So bye, Eleanor.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, mate. And have a good day, mate. Thank you.
You too.
Have a good night.